What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the 30%. Do that together. 30% podcast, episode 190. 10 away from 200. That's
10 away
fascinating.
from 200. That's crazy.
Yeah. 190. I am Sam, as always. I am joined by Afam. He's sitting right there.
That is me.
And
I am he.
I am he and he is me. Sam, I am. And I don't like green eggs and ham. Who eats green eggs?
Oh my God. So this is the 30% podcast where what happens?
Oh, yes. A rabbit trail into green eggs. So we talk about that. Actually, all right, let's get this together. 30% podcast, 190. What do? We talk about the Kenyan music industry and talk about Kenyan music and Love Island reviews.
Very important.
Yes, very, very important. That's that.
Well, Sam forgot to tell you guys, I am a fine African man.
I didn't forget.
It's very, very
conveniently
important.
left that out.
It's
That's
very important
not important
that
to
you keep that in the narrative of this podcast because it's just a fact. But also,
you did your hair though, so it counts a little bit more. It counts a little bit more.
You notice when I do things.
Yes, you notice because okay, let me not do that. That's hate. But yeah, it's.
You also cut your hair, man. Yeah, shout out to you.
I did.
Speaking of my loctician, Moas, but I've mentioned him before. He has a cultured hands, man. Tap in, guys, if you have dreads.
Or not, because you don't have to dread to be.
Huh?
You don't have to dread to
be. Oh, man. I'm calling them dreads. Like, bro, like I feel like it's too much, man. Like the whole wokeness. It's dreads. They're dreadlocks.
No, they're not dreadlocks. They're what's the alternative term?
Locks.
Just locks?
Yeah.
It doesn't have that same
oomph. Like dreads just sound much better, man.
What's going on?
I know, it's crazy. I guess this is the last time I'm gonna do a Love Island USA review because Love Island U is finally over. It actually ended today, or rather last night.
The world is healing.
The world is not healing, actually. But yeah, so that's how my week had been, just watching the final week of Love Island. And you guys are going to see this on Thursday, so there's not really any spoilers I'm giving you by saying Brinity won. I said it last time. Bryce and Trinity were always going to win.
Brinity?
Yeah, that's
I thought that was an actual name because it sounds like it would be a name.
No, that's their couple name, Bryce and Trinity.
Your couple names are so cheesy, man.
Trinity started Love Island at like 4K followers on Instagram.
What's that?
1.9 million followers. It's crazy. That's life-changing. Like
Haaland got like 10 million, so still.
Nah, but still, Vozinia got like over 20. But still, man, like bro, like Trinity has such a huge fan base. But shout out to Bryce and Trinity. Apparently, Bryce is a DJ. He does house. He makes house music, and his music is actually
Love
really good.
wins.
But his music is actually good.
It?
Yeah, it's actually genuinely not bad.
So it's not. Is this all promo?
Why would it? Okay, yes, yeah, because Bryce reached out to me to promo.
No. I mean, no, not to you. Not to you.
Not to me. That's crazy.
Not to you. No, I mean like to Love Island. Don't people go on this public show? They do, because I've seen a couple of contestants that jump around the different what do you call it? For self promo.
Sometimes Love Island would.
Let's go check his Spotify, monthly listeners.
Sometimes they have industry plans, that's for sure. But like, I don't think. Well, to be honest, he lives in LA, and apparently he's cool with a lot of like celebrities. So he feels a bit in the industry plan.
I don't trust it. I think this is a big promo play.
Well, I guess, Melanie and Sincere didn't win, but obviously they were never going to win. Everybody hates Sincere. They call him insincere because of how much lying and cheating he's done.
You can't have a name as sincere and
be a liar and a cheater.
Be a liar and a cheater. That's
Anaya and Carl finished second, and you guys know, like those guys. I feel like everybody was shipping them
like having
heavy.
a Peter and Paul that are all strung up on.
Because Carl, like there's this guy called Carl, and he's the archetype for just the most perfect guy that could ever exist. You can never stand up to like who Carl is as a man.
Me specifically.
He's the fairy tale
No,
description.
but why did you say I can never stand up to him?
No, me neither.
I
neither.
don't know who Carl is, man. I don't know what kind of guy he
Me
is.
neither. But he probably spends his time saving cats from trees and like putting out fires.
Running into burning buildings.
No. Shout out my guy Carl.
No, that's the ops
And then
now.
the other
Carl
couple,
is the ops.
the other couple was Zach and Kada.
It was Carl's baby boo?
Anaya.
Was Anaya also a stand-up girl?
Oh, Anaya is a stand-up girl for sure. But she's daughter of Darnell Harvey, who used to be an NBA player back in the day. So yeah, shout out to Anaya, shout out to Carl, shout out to everybody who was watching Love Island. But honestly, I'm Love Islanded out, and I'm thankful that this thing is over. Like the amount of think pieces I had to go through, the amount of TikTok.
Why you say I had to go through like you had to go through them? You didn't have to go through them.
I did because I'm a Love Island fan. But back in the day, it was less. There was less noise around the show because now it's a really popular thing. So anyway, and then, so guys, the Love Island reviews are done. So and I don't think I'm going to watch UK. I'm not going to watch Simba or whatever his name
Is it
is.
Simba with a Y?
No,
Oh, just Simba.
I think
even
that's
worse.
a different Simba.
Oh,
But yeah, man. I mean,
That's
the other
even
thing
worse.
I did this week was watch the World Cup. I mean, now we're bro.
yeah, it's a Final Four, man. It's a Final Four.
The Argentina-Egypt thing was very contentious. Like
That match was I think
dubious. It was very dubious.
very strange. I think it was ruined by. I don't think it's not. This is my opinion. It's not FIFA or Infantino wanting Argentina to win. It is inconsistencies in refereeing that has gotten
Facts.
us to this point.
But that could be Infantino and them.
No, because there's been inconsistency throughout this whole thing. Like something is booked. Okay,
That
yes,
could be Infantino and them.
It could be. Yeah, that's a deeper conspiracy theory. But and would Infantino have wanted because he's Swiss, would he have wanted Argentina to go in before his country?
I mean, at the end of
conspiracy theories.
So the conspiracy theory obviously is Messi is
didn't.
Messi and Messi sells attention,
So
like
does Cristiano.
ratings and stuff.
And they
like
didn't rig
that.
for him.
Yeah, because there's only so much you can do to help. There's only so much you can do
That's hate.
before it starts to look like completely manipulated. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that means it's curtains for the African dream at the moment because Morocco also lost. But listen, guys,
Do you think Africa is going to win a World Cup before 2060?
probably next time because these guys love scripting, and the next World Cup is going to be partially in Africa because it's going to be in Morocco.
It's just the opening match. It's not been played in Morocco.
Oh, it's not
Nah.
like there will be no other matches.
So there's three countries. There's
Morocco,
6 countries.
Spain.
There's Portugal, Spain, Morocco,
Yeah.
Uruguay.
So wait, they're only playing one game in
Yeah,
Morocco.
I think it's just the opening match has been played in some 3 of those countries is just the opening match being played, and then the rest of the matches go to the.
Oh, what a scam! I thought Morocco would have more.
I don't know. I don't think so. At least as from
what you understand.
Yeah, from the recent reports. I don't
Okay,
think so.
that's messed up. Who do you think is gonna win? Tell the people who you think is gonna win.
As much as I want Messi to have it, I don't think Argentina they've been regressing. They've been playing worse ball every match and they still get through. That Alvarez goal was fantastic though. Shout out to Alvarez. Still don't want him on Arsenal, but that's fine. Who do I think is going to win? It's England are too emotional, unfortunately. I feel like in England they're just when you look at the English team, it's just a drama. The English team just looks like drama.
Yeah.
So it's between France and Spain. And I think France is going to
take it.
Yeah.
But
unless what do you call it? Unless De La Fuente substitutes Mikel Merino in the last minute. Then they'll definitely win.
Oh, Mikel Merino. What
Yeah.
a legend, man.
Twice
Arsenal,
in a row,
he
too.
is the Premier League champion, Arsenal player Mikel Merino. I think that context needs to be
said.
It needs to be put there.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think France will take it. France seem the most put together and the most consistent and the most tenacious. So they're probably going to do it. To my dismay.
Aside from watching World Cup, what did you get up to?
Oh yeah. I watched the season 50. I went home of Survivor. You talked
Oh,
about
you
it.
watched season 50?
Yeah. I went
Nice.
home and I watched it. It was a good season. I think I was hating in the beginning. I would apologize. I was hating in the beginning. I did see Mr. Beast, but all Mr. Beast did there was up the prize money to 2 million instead of 1 million, as he usually does. So
You're saying all he did? That's significant.
I mean, yeah, it's major. and it was so cool how he did it. So one of the contestants
here's an extra 130 million Kenya shillings.
Just light. Just light, right? So one of the contestants at Tribal Council had to flip a coin.
Okay.
And if the coin lands on whatever they call, right, then they get the 2 million. But if they fail, they're kicked out. So it's like the highest of highest stakes. So one of the guys actually went up and did it. And when I was watching it, I was like, this is rigged. This has to be rigged. There's no way all of this is going to happen at the flip of a coin. That's not how this works. So I think that one was a bit scripted. But it was cool. And then I also watched the season was fine. It was a bunch of different guys. There's some country guy showed up, and one lady was crying because she really wanted to be part of that reward, but they lost. That was funny. But yeah, it was cool. What else happened? Oh, I saw the Jeff thing.
Was it a big deal as people were making it out to be?
Not that. I mean, if you're watching it live and it's like a reveal, it's like being told who the winner of the show is by Jeff before you watching the show.
That's a big deal.
So what happened was
that's a big deal.
So you know how two guys have to make fire to get into the top three?
Yeah.
So two of them had to make fire. Now it's a production problem. So the production had not shown the sequence or the video of them actually making the fire to show the winner. But Jeff called out the loser on stage. And then he was just in lights. Guys were like, we haven't seen fire yet. And then he was like, what? But Jeff is a pro, so he whistled his way out of it. Like, he made it funny and everything. But anyway, it was a good season.
L Jeff.
Yeah, none of the people I wanted to win won.
Sorry.
Yeah, apart from that, it's been cold and I have been.
It's been cold and miserable in this city, man. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention. I also went there was a press event for Spotify Greasy Tunes.
Yep. It's coming up.
As you guys know, actually, as you guys are watching this, Greasy Tunes has commenced. But yeah, we had a press event. It was, I don't know why you're laughing, man. Can you just let me be? Like, why?
Just go ahead, bro.
I can't use the word commenced.
That's how you frame sentences sometimes.
Oh my God. Anyway, so basically we went for, there was a press event at Ankole, the one at Kitisuru. And it was a bunch of people who are going to be involved in the entire 2-week curation of Greasy Tunes. And
influencers.
Because
you can't miss influencers.
The likes of like Kina Wams, Boyna, Kariwa, who was there as well.
Were there any male influencers?
There were. Unfortunately,
do you not remember them? Oh, you're never beating the allegations. Look at what you're doing.
I don't know which. I don't know.
Oh, man.
He was called.
Don't worry. Let's keep it going. You've already
Abigail
failed.
Dada told me his name and I can't remember.
And you can't remember. That's even worse. I
can't remember his name. But then also Maria from Mic Check or Mariah from Mic Check was there as well. So it was cool. It was just cool, like networking, mingling. Unfortunately, they only wanted one representative from each like thing to be there, which is why Kina Chaksi weren't there. Sam was supposed to go, but
yeah, it was miscommunication. My bad. It was miscommunication. I was in the middle of a session and I couldn't leave to tell Afam yes. So by the time I was done, the decision had to be made. But it was cool. Agnes was there. There were some speeches and stuff. So yeah. But speaking of Greasy Tunes, Sam, do you wanna tell the audience who we're gonna have on the panel, like that?
On the podcast?
I hate it when that happens. Like, why is it so broadcasty? Yeah. We are going to be having the one and the only Njerai sitting next to Agnes on the podcast. And we'll be talking. Why are we clapping?
You might want to tell people who Agnes is, because not everyone is super industry. And
come to the show and you will find out.
Oh, that's mysterious. That's mystery.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to do anything, but
seriously,
I don't know if it matters.
But seriously,
no, yeah. So we're having Njerai on there. We're having Njerai. Njerai obviously is a modern legend, a professional in her own right. You definitely have to do the intros, so I'm going to kill this. But yeah, no, we're going to have talking to Jerai. Jerai is obviously we really love her work and support her on this podcast, and so very excited to talk to Jerai. To talk to her.
Yeah.
We've seen her around. The vibe seems cool. Seems very cordial.
Yeah.
So come through, man. Come through and have conversation with us.
And then we're gonna have Agnes Opondo, who is the head of artist and label partnerships in Spotify East Africa.
Sounds like a big job.
It is a big job. To be honest, she's the person who I would say she's co-producing this entire Greasy Tunes event. And
I don't envy her, man.
It's a difficult job. But I will say something about Agnes. I think she's doing a really good job. I feel like being in that position where like you have so many people like pulling for your attention. There's this artist who wants to be on this playlist. There's this artist who needs like Spotify support here. There's this and this. There's just so much going on, and I feel like Agnes has a very even keel like approach because she really does like I would say like she manages to represent like the entirety of what Kenyan music is. It's very difficult to do that, but then I think she finds the balance. So we'll be having a conversation with both of them. At least we'll be able to, explore what it takes to be behind the scenes, pulling all the strings in the music industry. And then also we'll discover like
what
things
takes
about
being in the forefront.
Yeah.
And having the strings being pulled for you.
I'm stealing. We have to say that on the day because that's I like the dichotomy. Just
producing the pod.
Yeah, that was actually really
producing
cool.
the pod now.
So as always, you guys are all welcome to come and see us. Like we
Signing
said,
is still up. Well, it's Thursday, so I don't know if it will be up by Thursday, but still,
it should.
I think they're still going
up.
to keep it up. So
it's going to be on the 18th of July.
Spots are limited.
It's gonna be at the Visit Ngara Health House location. And pull up, come network, come see Sam and I, come meet a bunch of people and hit that notification bell. Let's talk about what's happening in the industry, Sam.
Nothing is, no one hits an notification bell. You were right. Let's start there. We need to give Afam his flowers because it's always good to go with your gut.
My gut never lies.
I couldn't trust your gut last week though.
Wait, what happened?
Wasn't your gut in a little bit of distress last week?
Oh.
So I'm not trusting
a
line gut.
Continuity. Okay, I love that continuity. Okay,
I'm not trusting a sick gut. But you are right. So you're in the same room as right. I don't know whether you are right, but you're in the same room as right. So last week we had talked about KECOBO snatching KAMP's
chain.
Snatching KAMP's ability and authority to collect royalties. And we just talked about that whole thing and how kind of weird it seems that it's very sudden. It's off the back. Like if you know the narrative, it's off the back of infighting.
Yes.
With the CMOs. Well, turns out that there's it's all alleged. They alleged that KAMP was defrauding, was using money incorrectly.
It wasn't allocating the 70%
yes
to the artist. It was embezzling those funds.
Embezzling, exactly.
Specifically 5 point what million?
5.5, just light change.
Change.
That's someone's royalties. That's someone's rent. And
hey, whoever the rent that is.
Oh, not the 5.5.
Oh, okay. I was like,
not the full 5.5, because then you have to give that to one artist. Has there been any artist who has streamed that much to get 5.5 of the first quarter?
We need to do some research.
Anyway, so they alleged that, and then KAMP now came out and said, what's going on? Like where is this all coming from? Apparently from the, what do you call it? The publication, KAMP found out the same way we did. They opened the internet and saw, wait, you guys are embezzling 5.5 million.
But there's no way you want to tell me KAMP find out the same way, like on
that just makes the whole thing more shady.
That's so shady.
Yeah.
So you want to tell me KAMP, they wake up in the morning and they see a headline and they're like, that's when they find
Angela
out.
and Dambuk is scrambling, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So the organization said that, I'm just reading from the publication, the organization said that it only became aware of the embezzlement allegation through KECOBO's public notice and had not been previously asked to account for any funds. And then their response is, we categorically object to and deny this allegation. It is particularly very concerning that we first learned of this through the said public notice and that KECOBO has never requested KAMP to account for any of the aforesaid funds in our various correspondence. And then it's asking KECOBO to formally provide evidence, which is pretty important, evidence on which the allegation was based, and stated that it remained willing to engage with the regulator. So from this, it looks like KAMP is like, hey, listen, we're an open book. It's all, there's no foul play, at least from their end. And so initially telling KECOBO, stop moving furniture in the dark, turn on the lights, let's see what we're doing. And yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that? That's...
I mean, to be honest, my position doesn't change or hasn't changed. Like, there's a lot of very suspicious games being played.
Yeah.
There's something weird afoot.
A feat. Weird games afoot.
Because honestly, like, one, so this means, I don't know if Pavrisk have or go through the same level of scrutiny that KAMP are going through. One.
Yeah.
Two, I've always said that KECOBO always had it out for KAMP because they did not even want to be working with KAMP in the first place. KAMP were never part of the plans. They never were.
Yeah. They were being little broad.
Exactly. So I think the whole thing right now is like, it's looking like a sham. And to be honest, it's just very disappointing because at the end of the day, and I sound like a broken record at this point. At the end of the day, the person who is suffering from this is the person it's the person whose royalties are being collected and this money is being fought over, and you don't even have a say. You don't even know where that money is going, and people are fighting over it so furiously.
Yep.
And it's like
plotting and planning, stealing in the dark. It's ridiculous.
Now, of course, KAMP would deny these allegations.
I mean, so far they haven't said anything,
right?
So,
and like I said last week, who's to say that they've allocated the spend like accurately? Who's to say? I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
But my gut feeling is inclined to let me know that KECOBO have some ulterior motives behind this thing. So that's how I feel. And this actually just validates part of like my suspicions.
Yeah. And then obviously, I also saw that Eric Musyoka and RIKE, the Recording Industry of Kenya, the organization that aims to sort of do the same thing, it's still CMO based. But then they also came out against KECOBO saying that, I mean, you guys aren't being fair. Like things have to be administered in a fair way. There was some shade in here that I like. That it says, we take note. Sorry, on Instagram, we take note that it is KECOBO's decade-long interference and over-involvement in collective management business that, over the years, dwindled performance rights revenues and significantly diminished royalty distribution for record producers and their artists. These guys are coming out of the gate shooting, and that's, I mean, it's about accountability. So
yeah, at the end of the day,
I don't mind it. Obviously, people have. At the end of the day, a lot of these things is just politics, for the most part. And so people will believe the side that they want to be on, which is unfortunate. But I like the fact that we're having this struggle, as much as we don't really care much for the CMO drama. We're having this struggle, hoping that at the end of this, there would be some sort of resolve. Knowing that the resolve that we've been having over the past years has not benefited the artists at all. It has just benefited the collective organizations, and each of them now have they've all had stints with the royalties, man. They've all had money to collect. So
For me personally, even if there's infighting and stuff like that, and yes, and I know there's people involved who have good intentions, I'm kind of disillusioned. Personally, I'm over the entire thing. I don't think we'll ever get
Figure it
to.
out. That's
I know
very positive of you.
that's a very negative position to hold, but yeah, I genuinely don't see a time like as things are where royalty collection in this country is going to be a well-oiled
With the same,
machine
with the
with the
same
same
system that we
players and the
have.
same
Yeah.
entities,
Yeah.
and with the government having a heavy involvement in our royalty collection.
Yeah.
Like even under different governments. Like
What do you mean by that?
even if this government, the current
Whoever
sitting
comes in
government,
next, it's going to be the same.
I feel like it's just still going to be the same
So it's a
thing.
system. It's so the
It's-
whole
it's-
thing needs
it's-
to be overhauled then.
It's completely systemic. And then I feel like the private sector needs to also get involved. And I think that's what like Kina RIKE are doing,
Yeah.
are trying to do.
Yeah.
But we need to have more RIKEs, or maybe RIKE needs more muscle behind it, right? Because the longer this thing is primarily controlled by the government and
Mhm.
everything, it's just never going to be solved.
Yeah.
So you guys know what to do. You know what to do, man.
What do they?
Huh?
What do they?
There's other ways to collect your royalty.
Okay, yeah. There's other ways. I do like the fact that the two RIKE and KAMP, who are all being headed by former people who are actively in the
music
industry, they're
yeah.
teaming up. So that's a good thing, at least. Of course, hopefully that it ends up on the right side. We don't see anything that would make it not be a good thing so far.
Yeah.
But of course, time tells all. So yeah, that's what's been going on. So it's just a little bit of an update. And y'all figure out, there's so many other ways to collect money so far as they're playing hot potato with your royalties. Figure it out.
There's way too many ways to play to play this game.
Yep.
Just gonna say that
Yeah.
right now.
What else?
I guess this is the podcast of updates. So there's an update in the AI world. I mean, we talk about AI every single week. Trust me, guys, I'm also over it. But it's a huge, it's a huge talking point in not only the music industry but just in general. AI has just become.
It's
just
so pop now. Like
it
AI
is-
is
it
everything now.
is.
It's just like the World Wide Web back when we were growing up, Afam.
the world wide web. I can't even say it.
WWWs.
So I came across a article that says the record industry proposes AI labeling system for streaming platforms. Yes, let's name and shame them. Don't you agree? Let's name and shame. Sorry guys, this past two podcasts, I don't know what's been wrong with me. So basically, let me just read right here. So the RIAA chairman and CEO Mitch Glazier told the
Shout out,
Wall
Mitch.
Street Journal that plenty of fans are happy to listen to AI music as long as they can tell when a real person is involved. But flexibility in the creative process also means that artists who want to use AI in the creative process should be able to do so. Transparency is just the best way to have it both ways. So the tags for this AI labeling would sit on a track, much as the explicit marker does today, according to the report. For now, they would say nothing about AI used in a song's composition or lyrics, or in its cover art and music videos. The Wall Street Journal reports that AI usage is flagged voluntarily by artists, record labels, and distributors. So let me see here. So basically, how I understand this entire thing is, so what they propose to do is, if you have used AI to fully generate your music, right? That is with the lyrics as well as the instrumentation, there's going to be a AI label that's permanent. Like it'll look more permanent, and it'll essentially denote the fact that this song that you're listening to is primarily generated via AI. Now, if you have used AI to compose sections of your music, for example, if you've used AI to come up with, let's say, the backing vocals, which a lot of Kenyan artists do that. I'll let you guys think about which artists in Kenya
It's
do
not that
that.
hard to figure out, honestly.
But
Just
yeah.
listen. Just use your ears.
Just use your ears. A lot of artists, not just Kenyan artists, they use AI to generate like the chorusy vocals that you hear in the background. So if you're doing that, or you're using AI to create, let's say, like a guitar riff or like a drum pattern, but then you're doing that, but you're actually like playing like other elements, or you're singing. Essentially, what I'm saying is, if you're using AI to partially assist in the process, then there's also going to be a label, but it's going to look slightly transparent. Like the AI is going to look like the A and the I will be transparent.
It's like a watermark.
Yeah, the watermarks will be essentially separate. Essentially, there'll be two different labels. One that shows that this song was created primarily by AI, and another that shows that this was created partially by AI. And the whole point.
So if you do that, then you also have to say that your music is explicit and all of that stuff. That's now starting to look like a little like a little ad section at the bottom.
Well, I think maybe, I don't know if it's going to be on the cover art. I think it will be implemented on the streaming platforms.
Okay, that's a lot better. It's still bulky though. It's still going to be like a whole bunch of stuff on there.
So the thing is, though, I think they're going to rely on their technology to
because people are going to lie.
Because people are not going to, or they're going to have to rely on technology. Because people are not.
No one is going to say I used AI on this.
Yeah, I mean, we know a bunch of artists, right,
who are actively fighting,
who pose like they sing. Oh my God, look, I'm such a nice singer. My vocals sound like they're from Coast.
Would you like to name any names? Name it. Anyone said name and shame.
They're not really names, more like numbers.
I'm getting out of this one, bro. I'm getting all the way out of this one.
But anyway, yeah. What do you think? How do you feel about this whole AI labeling?
Unfortunately, I feel like the whole now there's just going to be a lot more to look at now. I feel like it's just having the whole AI. It's a very nitpicky thing, obviously, but then having the whole AI label there now.
Is it nitpicky?
And it's nitpicky for me to point it out. That's what I'm saying. Like having the AI label there, and then you also have to have explicit there. And then what if something else comes out now? And then what if they do the same for cover photos, and that your AI label, your cover photo is AI generated? It's just going to start being a lot, and that's the problem with this whole AI thing. It's adding a lot of extra steps and bulk and slop to an otherwise simple process
of just like going to Spotify and clicking play.
Yeah, but I like it. I mean, we've talked about wanting more transparency in regards to artists and their use of AI, and so this is, I guess, a step. I don't know if this is like a final. If this is a final like the final dictator. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't know if this is the final thing that we say, okay, now we know that this is how we're going to regulate what is AI and what isn't. Is it just the art industry that has to do this? Because I mean, coders don't have to show that this was done by AI. Even billboards and like not by art industry, I mean music, like guys who do billboards and stuff like that and sound effects, they don't really have to say that we've used AI. It's just music that we are really fighting about.
It's not just music. I mean, there's a lot of platforms like Instagram and all of them. They have the AI info thing.
Oh, okay.
Where like if you're doing posts and stuff, like sometimes it'll give you the information that this post was AI generated, or this cover, or this contains AI.
Yeah. Plus also like TikTok and them. So
it's all. For me personally, it's all about information. Like, so I'm just reading here. It says a Deezer/Ipsos study of 9,000 listeners found that 97% could not tell AI songs from human-made ones, but yet 80% of these people wanted fully AI tracks to be clearly labeled. And that's just
It's just because they
basically...
couldn't. That's because they were told, "Oh, you got it wrong. You couldn't tell." So
Yeah.
now they're like, they're
but
feeling
it's
bad.
but it's misleading though. Like, and I think that's the main issue. And we've said it here over and over again. It's not that people can't make music using AI. Please go ahead, even if I think you're a loser. But please go ahead. The thing is, just I want to know that what I'm listening to has either been used or created by AI fully or partially. I want to know.
Yeah. Now again, okay. With the partially, so I get the fully. Like if this song is just you just typed in a prompt and you give your song and you downloaded it and uploaded it on whatever distribution you're using.
Yeah.
Fine, I get that. If it's partially though, how partially is partially?
Now that's the thing. That's where all the lines like.
If I've gone
crossed.
and created a guitar section with AI, right, and that guitar section is accompanied by real, maybe like additional guitars that are actually real,
like
and
you
stuff
do, like
that.
you do a rhythm guitar AI, but then the lead and everything.
Everything else is real, like
I
an
still
actual
wanna
session
know.
player. All right, so that's cool. So you still want to know what if it's like now sampling, where you've taken like a kick and that kick was made by AI,
Or just the hi-hat.
just the hi-hat is made by AI and you've thrown it up there. I feel like it's disproportionate to put created by AI
For somebody who's just
used
make...
that for like a simple or like a wind sound, like if you're creating
so the
lo-fi music or something like that.
So the AI labels should be like, this is 50%, 40%, 30%.
Yeah, that's the problem now. It
transparent.
just this whole thing just becomes like a clown show. Like I only use one, and who is going to be truthful? And how do you determine how much of the song was created by AI and what? It's just
Okay, that's valid. That's valid. And to be honest, I don't have the answer to that or how they are going to go about that. But I do want to know. For me, it's just a knowledge.
I wish AI was a man in an office that we could just go and ask all these questions, because all of this stuff is so ambiguous.
I wish AI was a man in an office.
Yeah, because all of this stuff is so ambiguous that we are all guessing, and it's like, what's a stream? It's turning into what's a stream now. That's what it is. What's the value
What's
of
the value of a stream?
Has it changed?
Of course, it's changed.
We need to revisit that conversation.
It's changed.
Yeah.
The value of a stream has changed.
Yeah, but then that's what it's turning into.
And it depends on where in the world you live and whether you're black or white.
That's criminal. That's very criminal.
And whether you have access. Anyway, you're saying?
Yeah, it's. I wish there's like a. Yeah, it's like Bitcoin at this point. Like it's so deregulated. There's no regulations around.
But the thing is, it's the Wild West.
It's just technology.
Because it's such a disruptor. Like everybody is
disruptor. Oh,
it is
jeez.
though.
Tell me someone is aspiring to work in a music industry office.
Music industry guys, if you're looking for.
That's not why I brought it up. Look at you. And you didn't even think twice. You just took the opportunity.
Listen.
Man, you'll get your bag, man. Hire my guy.
Hey, if you're trying,
and me as well.
If you're looking for no,
no, we're a duo.
Don't clown me. Don't clown me, and then try to attach yourself
we're a duo.
to my
We have to be
greatness.
hired. We have to be hired together. We're a duo, man.
Imagine if that was a thing. If we actually had to be hired to
in the future. Maybe in the future there's going to be something like that where people have like official. What do you call it? What's the term? What's all of this about? Official work partnerships. Let me just say work for lack of a better term. Like people like you have like a contract where you have to hire both of us together and this is what we offer together. That's going to be a thing in the future.
I think that exists in some capacity.
It's not popular though.
In some capacity that exists, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to hire us together. We come as a two-piece.
If you have a distribution company, then anyway, what were we been talking about?
Hire my guy, please.
What were we talking about before?
I don't know, AI.
Oh yeah, AI.
As always.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, it's the Wild West right now, and everybody's just coming up with rules. And this is the thing about life, by the way. In general, nobody really knows what's going on. Nobody knows what they're doing. Like, people just make things up as they go along. Like, these rules that we have, like, oh, this is the value of a stream, or this is what percentage that needs to be allotted for the CMOs to use the 70-30 thing or whatever. It feels like everything, yes, some things are really derived from sources.
So arbitrary.
But then even those sources, some of them are just really arbitrary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what's happening right now. I mean, 50 years from now, when AI will be a staple in our world, right? People will see these rules as rules, but we're coming up with them now. Like we're just making shit up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So and that's just how it is. That's how the world works, essentially. So hopefully it's just that those rules that are invented by people are fair. And that's wishful thinking, but
You know what we should do one day on this podcast? We should have like people who are pro AI art to come on the podcast, and we have like a debate.
like those. Have you seen those like YouTube channels that do like the debates, and then
Yeah,
it's two people
exactly.
and they
Yeah, we
have
need to have a pro, and we have to involve a couple of more people.
That's nice. And to be honest, yeah, because I feel like our platform is very, very anti-AI, especially in the arts scene. Like we don't get to give people like the other side, you know.
Yeah,
You know, we need us, and then we need the losers who like AI, like on the other side. And just to give like some
depth, perspective. Well, you can't call them losers off the bat, man. The debate will be over if you do that. But yeah,
I don't think I had anything else that really happened.
Not much
like,
happened, honestly.
That tickled my fancy in the news.
Tickled my fancy. It's funny.
Do you want to get into new music?
I mean, can I say no? You have to say yes. This is the period where this is the part of the show where we get into new music, guys.
This is the period where we get into new music. So I listened to the first song that really stood out was Tukisha Achana by Onyachpala and Charisma, produced by Run. It was such a like mellow listen. Like Run has been getting into his less like pop and more vibey,
Afro R&B,
Afro
just
R&B,
slower tempos, softer sounds.
Yeah.
Shout out to Run, man.
And I'm happy to see Onyachpala like releasing music on his
Solo.
own. Obviously you guys know that's one half of Watenda Willie. What did you think of the song?
It was nice. I liked it. I think it was one of the standouts for me in terms of just the music and everything. Yeah. Like I said, I think Onyach is like I said last week. I'm starting to like a lot of his like verses and his delivery a lot more. Like it's sounding more like he's maturing into. I mean, they both when you separate from the group, you have to mature into your own artists apart from the group, right? And so he's sounding like he's doing that a lot more, and I'm here for it, man. Shout out to Onyach.
I'm here for it too. The other song I listened to that I really liked, and you might see me as an Afro house guy. Like I might be converted, kind of.
I'm doing my best. I'm trying.
Like it's happening, guys. I listened to Balenciaga by Big Nyagz, DJ Mura, and Ayrosh.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm really impressed. Like the production quality, first of all, I just have to say, is really, really, really up there.
We have a lot of let me not say a lot. We have a couple of producers within the Kenyan Afro house scene who are actually who are
actually producing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's not like I'm a DJ and I produce on the side, but then it's like guys who are actually producing, and Mura being one of them. You know that there's a few in the Safari Uns group, and of course outside of it, guys like Sentivo and them who are doing like proper productions. So shout out to them, man. It's a good release. Loved it.
I loved it. Loved it, man. I was this close to suggesting we play it on the podcast, but there's another song that I also really liked. But before we even get to that, I also listened to Aleko by Akoth Jumadi. She's been releasing a bunch of music. And this one was more in the same line. Where do you think they're recording these songs live or in a studio?
Sounds live.
It sounds very live.
Yeah, so, well, by live you mean the whole band is playing at the same time?
Yeah, it's just like a live situation.
Probably. People who are like seasoned artists usually do that. It's just us that have to bring in the guitarist the next week, and then after that call in the keyboardist. Usually guys would get everyone in the same room at the same time. And that's how they used to do it back in the day, where you had just one take to get it right. We need to go back to those days, man.
We do. So yeah, shout out to Akoth Jumadi. I love what she's doing. I mean, along the same lines, Lee Boy released Biwadi. It's a very, very Kenyan centric song as well, and I really loved the artwork. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is Lee Boy gearing up to something?
Possibly. Because she released 2 songs with like similar sounds.
But how come High and
So-
Akoth Jumadi keep releasing on the same week?
Don't do that.
No, I'm not
Don't
doing
do that.
anything.
Don't do it. Don't do
I'm
what you're
not
doing. Don't do what you're doing.
anything. It's just.
You know exactly what you're doing, and you're saying I'm not doing anything. There's a reason why you're asking that question. Don't do that, man.
No, it actually just hit me that the last time they
dropped
both released at the same time.
Maybe they're both gearing up for like it's possible they're both gearing up to release.
That would be a cool rollout plan if you and another artist like decided to dovetail your releases together and do like rollouts. Like,
What does dovetail mean? I've never heard that phrase in ever.
see, it's like when you seamlessly flow together. That's how me I understand it. I don't know.
All right. Anyway, sorry.
But
But anyways, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see, I guess. 2 women doing sort of similar
Yeah.
styles.
well,
Hey.
I wouldn't say they're they're in the same ballpark, but very different.
Yeah,
I-
I mean,
I would
it's not
say-
they're not releasing the same songs. I mean, like they have this. It's a similar. I don't say template because that sounds bad, but then they're making.
I would say like Lee Boy's music is more on the so in this niche like scene,
Yeah,
Lee Boy's is more on the pop
side. Yeah,
While
yeah.
while Akoth
she definitely
is
she has a lot more
more-
like poppy melodies and
Yeah.
even just the way she writes. Yeah, but Akoth is on. Yeah, okay, I get.
That's what I
I
would say.
get what you're saying.
And then I guess I wanna. Okay, we have to talk about this now. You guys know I love all Kenyan music, but this Top Shotter by Colo Blue.
Hey yo, when you walked into the studio, so I
I don't know,
that's
man.
my
Like,
least
for me-
favorite genre
Some-
of African music. Is that doom, 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 doom. That same bass, that Jamaican bass. I don't know where it came from,
I don't know.
but my goodness, every song that has that just I
But
don't know.
it's a very popular sound.
Yeah, people do that a lot. I mean, it's a popular riff.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I'm not saying anything about. Listen, I'm not saying anything about the song itself. I'm just saying that genre of music. I don't know what to call it. It's just anyway. It's just me. I'm just tired of it. But shout out to Colo Blue.
Yeah, and then I guess the last thing I'm going to shout out is Magowitch by K-Rob and Melamziki.
Yeah,
I really loved the production on that. K-Rob is another K-Rob DJs, right? Or no?
possibly. Yeah,
I think he does.
I'm sure he does. Yeah,
Yeah, I think he does. I've seen him DJing.
yeah. They're all DJs. Just you and me that don't DJ.
For now.
Why are you doing that like it's some big reveal?
Yeah,
go ahead,
because
man.
when I'm a DJ, I'll integrate this part into like my background visuals, and then it'll be like
Oh, we don't DJ for now.
for now,
Then you turn
for
it
now,
on.
for now,
Maybe-
for now, for now. Tung, 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 tung. Yeah, no?
Those are going to be the songs you're playing.
Yeah.
And you may need to work on your set, man. What are you saying?
But no, I wanted to shout out K-Rob because I and Mela, but like particularly K-Rob because I really, really loved the production. The production was really solid, and I don't know. I'm a producer. Like for me, those are the things that stand out to me. Like first, like if I like the beat, I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm locked in.
yeah.
Which
It
is
was
not
good.
which I realize is
was
not
good.
how a lot of people listen
liked
to
it.
music.
I liked it. I like the guitars. I like the off. Like the progression was not like on the one. Like it was coming inside the bar. I don't know how to explain that, but then it's cool. It's cool. Very interesting. Yeah. What did I listen to? Indie. Let's talk about indie music. I Can release Heaven on Earth. Lovely indie music. I Can does well. I think his music sounds very polished. There's some polish to it. So shout out to him. Friday Afternoon, also by Boy Black, Rita Wangoe, and Kata Mudoni. Again, it's more
Very indie.
yeah, it's
underground.
very, very indie alternative music that I really enjoyed. I like that. Kodong Clan dropped a live acoustic. I think what do they call it? Valentine's. Let me see. So what the name of it is.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah,
So you're all alone in this island.
Valentine's Extravaganza acoustic live. So I mean, it's just them doing. It's not like all Cordon Clan songs.
Okay.
It's just they're just doing like guys are doing individual. Like I really liked Cheesy by Ben Soul and what's her name and Xenia. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed True Love as well, the number one from Charisma. And Sunset by Okolomax. It was good. It's an interesting rendition, of course, of the show. So shout out to them. And it's good. It's good seeing that, and especially when it's well recorded. A lot of people don't know how to do live. Like when you record it, it sounds like it was recorded on like your phone. So yeah, they got that right. Who else dropped? I saw Bleak Heaven dropped a project, just a hip hop project. I listened to like the first 2 joints. I haven't gone through it completely, but yeah, that was interesting. It's really cool beats on there. If you're a fan of beats, like hip hop beats, those are really dope. So, yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else we should highlight?
I think there's one song I missed out. "Come My Way" by Cash Carrier. I really liked that as well. So shout out to her.
Yeah. Shout out to Atara too. She dropped Harry, which is it's also very good. I enjoyed it. Very Afro. I don't know what is that, Afro R&B? Is it?
Yeah.
It's Afro R&B-ish? Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to all the artists releasing music, man. Takes guts.
But guys, there's one song that we have to talk about that came out that was just so impressive. I just had to tell my bro Sam, listen, we have to play this.
Yeah.
And that was Laiti by Ali Fresh and Chris Barr. What a listen, man. So Sam came here like a few weeks ago and he was like, I love the thing that Chris Barr is doing where he's incorporating the Arabic scale into his music and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, cool. But now I really have had a chance to experience it and see it like executed on a high level.
Yeah.
And yeah, the first of all, the production as well on the track is really good. So shout out to Ali Fresh, man. I really love like the watery, like I don't know if it's like tabla or like
talking drum,
the talking drum, like things that are integrated into like the the regular drums. So good for me. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and then just paired with the Arabic scale like croonings of Chris Barr.
Yeah.
It made for a really like I felt like I should have been born in the year 1651, where my job is to traverse the Sahara Desert with a bag of spices. to go sell cardamom and salt to the Europeans in Spain.
Listening to this.
Yeah.
There's a soundtrack of
that's exactly how I felt.
Spice selling.
That's exactly how I felt.
Spice merchant.
And my camel called, I don't know what my camel will be called.
Don't name your camels, man. Don't name your camels.
What do you mean don't name your camels? Even in 1651, I'd be sentimental.
You're sentimental about your camels. You're being sentimental about a camel is funny stuff.
Why is that funny, man?
It's a camel.
That's helping me earn a living. But it's helping me earn a exactly. It's not a pet, so it's like the bond is even stronger.
We're talking about a camel, man.
Are you
picturing a camel?
We're talking about Christmas.
That's what we're supposed to be talking about. Chris, yeah, anyway, man, yeah. The other one brought up that analogy.
It didn't give you those vibes.
No, I didn't get those vibes. I did feel like I was in Coast though. I felt like I was by the beach in one of those resorts. I just every time I think of the beach and the resorts, I just like the first time I went to Coast. No, the first time I went to Coast like on like a holiday vibe.
Yeah.
The beaches were just full of like older Caucasians in skimpy clothing. And that's the image that I have in my head whenever I think of that. I need to get that image out. But anyways, Chris Barr. I'm so sorry about that. I'm terrible that this is part of your review. Listen, your song was fantastic. The camels and anyway, so really good song. Very well produced. Shout out to Ali Fresh. Ali Fresh, I really enjoy Ali Fresh's production. He released a project, I think it was last year, if I'm not wrong. It was also very good. And it had the smash hit Sumbua from there. I think he released that before. I don't know the timeline. But anyway, Ali Fresh has been doing some good work. So
yes,
teamed up with Chris, and obviously Chris is a brilliant vocalist. So shout out to him. And yeah, fantastic song.
Yep. So you guys are about to
Fantastic.
listen to the song Laiti by Ali Fresh and Chris Barr. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to that.
If you did,
I particularly did. No, I genuinely did. Like
yeah.
it's actually a vibe.
Laiti.
Laiti, yeah, y'all go run that up, check that out, support them. I'm sure your support is going to be appreciated. And shout out to you guys for sticking with us and listening to this episode, watching this episode, interacting with it in some way. As Sam and I said, like, yo, we want to see more like interaction, like in the comment
Thank you.
sections. If you bump into us in real life as well, you know what I mean? We want to like have more conversation based conversation.
It's about the time.
No, but conversation-based conversation makes sense in the context that I'm using it.
In only that context.
We really appreciate your support, and we'd love to see you guys in person again.
Yeah, please come out.
Greasy Tunes
2 days.
in 2 days exactly. Yes, this is going to
Today
happen
and tomorrow, and then Saturday.
exactly. So yeah, man. And you guys know we started this podcast because we want to see Kenyan artists get paid more and played more. So support y'all's faves. If you're new here, I usually like to end the podcast with the 3 C's, which is a mantra that I devised for myself that I thought I'd share with you guys. The first C
How
being
thoughtful.
confidence. Thank you. Be confident in your work, man, because if you're not confident about it, I guarantee you other people will not be interested
Yup.
in listening to
Yup.
it, or interacting with your content. So be confident. Confidence. Number 2, craft. Always work on your craft. Every day, spare 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, I promise you, to becoming better at what you do. Watch a tutorial, fiddle around with the guitar or something. Like, just do something. Just do something that aligns with your chosen goal. And the last C is consistency. Always be consistent, because it beats talent every single day. The people who show up are the people that ultimately get the opportunities. You don't even have to be specifically the best at what you do in your line, but like if you're consistently doing it, people will begin to notice you and people will begin to give you your flowers. So always be consistent. And with that, man, I want to bid you guys farewell. Sam, do you want to have anything else to say?
Lord have mercy. Yeah. Nothing much. I mean, with all that, as artists, it's important to take care of your health. I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm really happy to be healthy, because the past 2 weeks, there was the cold that I was dealing with, and now that I don't have anything, I'm like, oh boy, do we take it for granted when you're when you don't have a stomach bug. You take it for granted.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just take care of your health. Drink lots and lots of water. Don't eat fatty foods. All these KFC billboards that we are seeing introducing a new sauce.
Crazy.
Stay away from that
I
stuff.
ate KFC yesterday.
Right.
Why are you shaming me on our public platform?
Name and shame. But yeah, no, take care of your health, man. Gravitate towards more leaner foods, and your cholesterol and your blood vessels will thank you for it.
And guys, the next time we see you, we'll be on the other side of the Spotify Greasy Tunes, our first ever live event.
Yeah.
So next time you guys see us, we'll give you guys a debrief on the emotional turmoil and internal anxiety.
Yeah, it's anyway, it'll be cool, man. I'm
excited.
joking.
No, I'm joking.
Excited to talk to Jerai and Agnes.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a really good conversation. So come out, show out, dress well, put on some nice perfume.
Okay, guys,
And-
let's end this.
All right.
We'll see you guys on episode 191.
Why are you? I'm telling them to come dress. Do you want them to come dress crazily? Like, come dress well.
Okay, dress well, guys. You're not allowed to see our podcast if you don't dress well. So,
Well, all right, man. Bye.
Yo, yes, yeah, we're done.